Audio Jungle.
Yo, how's it going, everyone? Brand new intro. Yeah, been a while since we've done a stream. It's been like 3 weeks since we've done a stream, so it's good to be back. Straight away, eight people in here. Thank you very much for that. Not watching Forest for once, so I see that as quite a big bonus, to be honest, because I mean, it's a neutral game, so that helps, but we're not watching Forest, so I won't have a sulk within the next... When does it start? 5 minutes from the very get-go, basically. How's everyone doing, though? Of course, it is the Championship playoff final. One of the best games in football, really. I think that's fair enough to say. It's worth £178 million, apparently, the winner. And, of course, a place in the Premier League, which is something only Forest could dream of. So, yeah, I'll try not to mention Forest because it's not actually Forest playing. But, yeah, Wembley, of course. Brilliant to see fans actually at a game of football. Hopefully next season when we get going again, it won't just be limited numbers. We should have quite a lot of fans in the grounds by then. And of course, I won't be able to go to that many games next season at all, to be honest. I never have had the chance to go that frequently. But whenever I can, you can be sure that I'll definitely try vlogging Forest games and stuff. But when I can't, which will be more often than not, I'll continue doing streams. So look forward to them next season. Of course, I'll do Euro streams as well, probably for England. So look forward to that. But how is everyone doing? Most importantly, Charlie, Laquan, we've got LJP, Sammy, good to see everyone in here. Slap, interesting name. Good to see everyone in here. What is your predictions? Who do you want to win? Honestly, I don't really care. I don't really have an opinion, to be honest. It's quite rare watching a neutral game. I think about it this way: who do I not want to play the most next season? Who do we not have the best record against? It probably would be Swansea in that case. So, yeah, Swansea. Let's just say Swansea for that reason, because we haven't got the best record against Swansea, really, have we? So, I doubt the fans will affect Forest anyway. Empty stadium either way. Well, that's a bit uncalled for, really, isn't it? Like, that's just a bit uncalled for. Listen to much old music from like 10 years. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, Laquan. We are allowed to watch Scotland Czech Republic in high school. You'd love to see it. That won't be an issue for me this time, because remember the last Euros, there was a game going on when I was obviously at school, and they were playing England v Wales. And we watched it. I think we watched it in the lesson. At least I don't have to do that this time, thankfully. What channel is the game on? Sky Sports main event, Charlie. Yeah, Sky Sports. Oh, okay, right. I forgot the obsession that Skyman has with Diakavi. He doesn't even play for us anymore, but he's obsessed with him. I probably ought to talk about the actual game, because that would be quite useful, wouldn't it? The lineups for Brentford and Swansea City Championship player final. This is Brentford, of course. Obviously, we all know they got to the final last year and lost to Fulham. And obviously, they've done a fantastic job again this year, even though they lost a lot of key players like Ollie Watkins, like Saeed Benrahma. They've just brought in Ivan Toney, and they said, that's no problem. We'll just bring in Toney, and he's absolutely smashed it, really, hasn't he? 42 goal involvements this season for Toney. The only noticeable absence for them is Henry. I think that's probably not how you say his name. But their left back, I know that he's out. There was a doubt about Norgard, but he's on the bench today for them. But yeah, that's their team. Playing three at the back, Brentford. And this is Swansea. Obviously, it's pretty interesting this, because Connor Roberts, from what I know, he normally plays at right back. The fact he's playing at right wing. Pretty useful player to have. So Connor Roberts is on the right wing. Ayew, Jamal Lowe up front. We've got Conor Hourihane, of course. Charlie will be aware of him. He's a Villa fan in the comments below. They have got a very good team, both these sides, and I think it'll be tight either way, to be quite honest. So I asked for your predictions. What are mine? It's kind of hard to say, really, because you base it off form, Brentford are on much, much better form than Swansea, because Swansea have won 4 of their last 14, but Brentford have only lost one of their last 14. So, yeah, based off of that, you'd say Brentford. But from what I've seen in the comments, a lot of people are backing Swansea, to be fair. So that's interesting, really, isn't it? 2-1 Brentford, says Sammy. 1-0 Charlie. I presume you mean to Swansea, being as they're technically the home side. Of course, got Tristan. He's not in here. I presume he's doing his own stream. He'll be on our side. I say our side. It's a neutral game. I don't really mind who wins, to be honest. Obviously, Brentford go up. It's the first time. I didn't even know it was this long. First time since 1947 that they would have played in the top flight. And Swansea, it would have been, I believe, I did make a note of it. Yes, 2017-18. That was the last time they played in the Prem. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting either way. We're going to get a new team going up this season that weren't there last year, of course. I hate Thomas Frank, though. Yes, I kind of get why people say that, because he is a bit arrogant. I remember when Forest played them, we drew 1-1 away, and he said, well, the stats say that we won the game 4-1, but you didn't. You drew 1-1, so why are you saying that? You know, that kind of get why people don't like him, but I rate him as a manager. You know, I wouldn't mind if English. I wouldn't mind him if he came to Forest. You know, I'll just say that. Swansea unbeaten at Wembley. Yes, very true. They have got a good, better record in playoffs, because Brentford have never won ever in the playoffs. Obviously, in the final, I mean, obviously they've won semi-finals and that, but they've never actually gone up via the playoffs. So I suppose you can take that into account. But really, as the commentators were saying earlier, it's kind of irrelevant, because a lot of those players, apart from the ones that played in the final last year, weren't part of that. So, you know, it probably doesn't really mean anything to them. Do you think Arsenal can get Grealish? I think it's delusional. I agree with you there, to be honest. I don't know why he would. It probably is. Is it a downgrade? Probably not really much of an upgrade, is it really? So I probably wouldn't see any reason why I'd go to Arsenal. But anyway, game has kicked off. Look at the score on screen. Swansea 0, obviously. Brentford. Of course, not that it matters to either of these sides, but Forest record against these two. Swansea beat us both times. The first time, deservedly. The second time, you remember, if you watched that stream, I got quite animated, because we didn't deserve to lose at all the second game. But that's why they're in this position. You know, if you can often win games that you probably don't deserve to win, that's how you get up. You know, that's how you get into good positions, and that's what Swansea did. Brentford, obviously, they beat us 3-1 at home and drew 1-1 away, which I thought was a solid point for us. But anyway, it's kind of hard to see right now, because the sun, when it's down, I believe Brentford's end, can hardly see what's going on. And Swansea are wearing, for some reason, their away kit. I don't know why they're wearing that. It's like a turquoisey pink, very strange colour. Is that? Yeah, I think that is down Brentford's end. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why Grealish would go to Arsenal. How true are those rumours, Charlie? I presume that you would know better than me, being as you're a Villa fan. 29 people in here. That's pretty rare for me. So I appreciate that, everyone. If you could hit the like button, if you could subscribe, all that kind of thing, that would be fantastic. I'd appreciate that very much. I need some signings. Who are we talking about? Norwich. Do you think Norwich will survive? I mean, it's cliche, really, isn't it? Everyone says they're a yo-yo club. You know, I know it's a very done saying that, but if they can stay up, then they'll get that off their back potentially. And I think, being as maybe they had experience in the Prem last time under, what's his name? Daniel Farke. How did I forget their manager's name? Being as they've got experience, maybe they'll learn from it. And I think they've got to keep hold of like Ben Rama. Not Ben Rama. I don't know what I'm talking about today. Buendia. There we go. This sounds similar, all right? This sounds similar. Am I banned? You're not banned. You're not banned. It's complete rubbish. I thought so, Charlie, to be fair. Thought so. If I saw Grealish leave, I'd want it to be to City. Yeah, you want him to go to an actually good team, don't you? If you're going to lose your star player, I personally don't think Grealish will leave just yet. I don't think he'll leave Villa. Will you stream the Champions League final? I don't plan on doing so. OSS football, and welcome. But yeah, that's of course all English. Chelsea v City for some reason in Porto, which seemed a little bit bizarre. I don't know why. It was meant to be at Villa Park, wasn't it? And then it was rumored to be at Wembley, but you can kind of get why it isn't because this game's going on the same day. But yeah, that's on later, of course. Do you think Kane will leave Spurs? That's a tough one, isn't it? I didn't think Kane would ever actually leave Spurs, but if he actually wants to go down as a player that won stuff rather than just a player that scored loads of individual honours, I think yes, he should. Because, you look at Alan Shearer, obviously he did win a few trophies, but he didn't win that much. So I suppose Kane could go down as that. But if he stays at Spurs, he won't be Shearer because he wouldn't have won a thing, would he? Because he's at Spurs. So personally, I think he should leave. Do I think he will? I think there's a good chance, and the City are interested in that. I heard Chelsea were, but I can't see him going there, to be honest. Yeah, it's irrelevant to this game, but do you think Kane will leave Spurs, everyone in the chat? Let's get your opinions on that. I've never seen you before, so I don't know whether you're lying, Jeffrey. Apparently it's 1-0 to Swansea, potentially. I am a neutral, so I don't mind quite so much if people spoil it. Obviously, I prefer it if you don't, of course. Imagine City with Grealish and Kane. Yeah, that would be pretty unfair, wouldn't it? Harry Kane replacing Sergio Aguero. That's mental. The luxury, eh? Kane to Man City for 110 million. You could see it happening, couldn't you, really? I think he'll leave. All right, then, Jeffrey. That's a fantastic comment. You are now timed out. Cheers, mate. Who's David? I'm David. Welcome. I'm Rads. If you're new to this channel, like you are, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe, like the video, all that kind of thing. Follow my social media as well. Be fantastic if you could do that. But as for the game, I've hardly spoke about it. 0-0 after 6 minutes. Brentford, obviously, it has been a very, very, very long time. 1947, the last time they were in the Premier League or the First Division. Was it even called that back then? It was a long, long while ago, the 40s. And Swansea, it's been, I believe, is this their 4th season? Yes, it's been quite a while as well for them. I won't ban you on YouTube, Oscar, if you behave yourself. Simple as that, man. Somebody called Sky recommended. Okay, I'm not really sure what you mean by that, mate. I've just banned the Jeffrey guy. Thank you very much, Charlie. Good job. Yeah, if you've got any questions for me, everyone, I'd appreciate that very much. Just to keep the stream going and that. Coming from a Spurs fan, I think Kane will leave. Okay. I mean, I can see why you're not confident because, like, Spurs underachieve every year, let's be fair. I think Kane is a world-class player. He needs to win stuff, doesn't he? It's as simple as that. I just don't think he's going to do it at Tottenham. I mean, he could come to Forest if he really wanted to, but I mean, I doubt he'd want to upgrade to that kind of level, and lose at home to Charlton Athletic on a cold Tuesday night, that kind of thing. I mean, it's pretty. You can get why he'd want to do that, but can he handle the pressure? You know what I mean? Penalty Brentford. All right, then. You're all ahead of me, of course. It's going to be very interesting, this game. I think a lot of people, it's quite 50-50 about who people think are going to win this. Obviously, Brentford had that unreal comeback against Bournemouth, which is kind of why I think they will win this, because that's huge momentum. They were down and out against Bournemouth and they scored 3 goals in one game, which is fantastic. And this is probably the incident right here. Yep. And that is indeed a penalty. No one's lying. Not that I said you were. But it is indeed a penalty after 8 minutes. It certainly is not like the last playoff final where Brentford and Fulham went ahead. That was 0-0 until like the 110th minute, whatever. In this one, straight away, we get a bit of action and Bomo went down. It was a challenge from Freddie Woodman in the Swansea goal. And I probably said that is a pen, to be fair. At the Swansea end as well. This could be interesting. Yeah, very true, Johnny. Yeah. Is it coming home? Well, it's interesting, isn't it? We'll see. I'll just respond to this penalty first. It's penalty, obviously, for Brentford. Ivan Toney. Ridiculous amount of goals this season, of course. I presume he scored it, given what Charlie's just said in the comments below. Ivan Toney to step up for Brentford then after 9 minutes. His very, very cool run-up. And he slots it home 1-0 to Brentford. It turns out they're actually the home side. I didn't even know that. We'll switch that over. 1-0 Brentford. That is the dream start for them. Already, this final is going better for them than it did last time. 1-0 to the Bees. Is it their time, everyone? Is it their time? Because I think Swansea, I think on the basis of the whole season, they do deserve to be here. They are a good side, but their recent form has not been good. It's not been good at all. So maybe based off that, they're kind of lucky to be where they are. You never know. Which Derby player do you hate the most? I mean, that's kind of difficult, really. If Richard Keir was still there, probably him. I mean, no one likes Martin Waghorn, so probably Martin Waghorn. To be honest, I've just changed the title of the stream. 1-0 to Brentford. The most dreadful start for Swansea, but you can't get any better than that for Brentford, can you? Yeah, I'd agree with that, Charlie. Portugal, France, Spain, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium would all beat us. It's weird, really, isn't it? When you're a Forest and England fan, you kind of have to expect disappointment, really. It's true, though. Because with England, we've got a much better... I've always had a much, much better team of players with England, but we always get let down regardless. Apart from the 2018 World Cup, that's like the one time ever that we've actually done all right in tournaments, from what I can remember. Belgium to win the Euros. I wouldn't mind seeing that happen. And I think there's a good chance it could happen as well, you know. Personally, I think I still rate France. I think France were quality at the World Cup. I could quite easily see France doing it. I think Brentford are not in the Euros. They're not in the Euros. What am I on about? I was going to say Belgium. I think Belgium have got a good chance, like we were just saying. Are you doing the Champions League final? I was not planning on doing so. Scarman. I'd take Walker, Wan-Bissaka and Trippier. You wouldn't take Trent. Okay, fair play, Charlie. We have got a huge amount of options when it comes to that part of the pitch, which I find quite funny as a Forest fan. Right back was quite a really, really weak area last season for us. It's my country, it's a really strong area. We've got like, how many? 6, 7 options we could pick from there. Kind of funny that, really. 25 people watching. Appreciate that. Okay. My stream's playing back. One advert was. Thank you very much to everyone that is in here. Appreciate that. Do Forest have fans? Believe it or not, yes, we do. Yes. We've been in pain for over 20 years now. Free kick to Brentford. Jensen swings it in, and it goes out of play for a goal kick. Portugal to win the Euros. Well, they won it last time. They were probably quite lucky, let's be honest, to win it, given the fact they didn't win any of their games in the groups. But they've got a top side, Portugal. I love the way Avantone takes a penalty. It's very similar. I'm going to keep referencing Forest, obviously, but how Lyle Taylor takes penalties, obviously, where he just does that incredibly cool run-up. Very similar to that. I'd leave Chilwell and bring Matt Targett. I mean, yeah, as you say, you are being biased. I mean, I'd still take Chilwell, to be fair, to the Euros. A little bit of a snake, given the fact he celebrated against Leicester just for it to be offside, which was quite funny, to be fair, even as a neutral. We can beat Scotland. Yeah, I would agree with that. That'd be a massive game. Forest haven't lost in exactly 28 days. Yeah, let's just ignore the fact that it's because the season hasn't been on. That's just completely irrelevant. Yeah, completely irrelevant. Portugal have a strong team. Very true. France versus Portugal in the final. Do you think it'll be a replay of the final? It's mental, though. It's not even been 4 years. It's been 5 years since the last Euros. And we get the World Cup next year as well. 37 people in here. That's an incredibly rare occasion. I appreciate that, everyone. I'll just say now, of course, if you could just hit the like button, if you could subscribe to the channel, because I'm sure a lot of you are brand new to this channel that are watching. I'd really appreciate it if you could just do me a favour. That'd be fantastic. But it is indeed 1-0 to Brentford after 15. We beat Chelsea and... All right, fair play, Charlie. England will beat us only like 2-1. Are you Scottish? I presume we were busy with talking about Scotland. I presume you're Scottish, Sammy. I think it'd be France v Belgium in the final. I could see that happening. Yeah, could see that happening. Of course, that was actually a World Cup semi-final, wasn't it? So it could very well be the Euro final. But yeah, it's good to be back live. It's been quite a while since I've done a stream. 3 weeks, in fact. But there will be a little bit more frequent now going forward. But apart from the penalty, not much has happened, really. But I don't really think Brentford will be that bothered about that. I think France will win it. Yeah, could definitely see that happening. I think France have got a... like the World Cup, they had an incredible team. So you never know, you could see that happening. France v Belgium will be a football classic, but both play champagne football. Will be a great final. I think that would be a quality final if it was France v Belgium. Indeed, I have. Yes, Laquan. Yes, good sign, to be fair. Appreciate all the love for live streams, everyone. Thank you very much for that. I think we can get the quarterfinals in the Euros. It tends to be the case, really, doesn't it, with England? We normally get to the quarterfinals. I'd personally like to see us try and push for the semi-finals, but I'm not that confident with Gareth Southgate as our manager, to be fair. Because I've not really seen many people at all that actually rate him. So I can kind of see why. Well, I can see why. I wouldn't be able to afford a lifetime supply of KFC. What a comment. What a comment. You're a Scotland fan. All right, well, good luck to you. It's good to see Scotland actually in the Euros, and I just can't believe we're actually... of course, we got the same group as Scotland, which is just fantastic. That's going to be great. Depends. Why are we talking about KFC, everyone? What are we talking about KFC for? I rate him, but I'm a Middlesbrough fan. Who we're talking about? Oh, yeah, Southgate. Yeah, you will be a little bit biased, as you just said. Everyone is talking about France and Belgium, but what about the new up and coming national team of football? If you think I'm going to attempt to read that, Sky man, I don't know. Okay, I don't know what you mean, quite frankly, but very true, very true. Footballing powerhouse right there. We've had a goal according to Charlie, unless he's. I mean, you don't normally bait. Yeah, it's no problem. It looks to me like it might be for Swansea, being as it's down their end. It is Andre Ayew goes down, cleared away, unless it must be for Brentford on the counter attack. It has to be for Brentford. If it is, that is the most perfect start you could ever wish for. Good ball into the box. It's 2-0, and that is Sergi Canos. 2-0 to Brentford. You just feel like it's their time, really, don't you? I can't remember the last time a playoff final started this lively, because normally playoff finals are quite cagey, but 2-0 after, 20 minutes? Absolute disaster for Swansea, but that is an absolute dream for Brentford right there. Sergi Canos and Ivan Toney with the goals. Obviously, Ivan Toney had to get one. But that was a really good goal on the counter-attack from a Swansea throw. It was Mbomo on the left-hand side. He played it short. I'm not even sure who that is. They're number 30 for Brentford. He played it into Canos. Great goal, to be fair. But this could be the way it's going. You never know what the score could be for this. And like I was saying earlier, I kind of feel like Swansea are a little bit lucky to be here, given their recent form. I think you look at the whole season, they probably do deserve to be here. But their recent form has been quite bad, to be fair. And I think Brentford do deserve this. And then he scored again, according to Charlie. Again, all of you lads are like 30 seconds ahead. You know, and there's nothing I can do about that. It's just how it is. But of course, Swansea didn't get to the bloody hell. That was mental from Ivan Toney. He just went for a volley. It hit the post and deflected off it, but it didn't go in. But that would have been an unbelievable goal, as Charlie just pointed out. That would have been one of the best goals in the playoff finals. What a start for Brentford, though. 2-0 to the Bees. So here's the question, though. Brentford, they didn't go up last year. They weren't on it in that final, but this year they've got off to the best possible start they could have hoped for. They're fired up, as I thought they would be after that semi-final, and their form as well. Do you think they'll stay up if they go up? Let's get it in the comments, everyone. What do people think? Do you think Brentford will stay up? I kind of feel like they will. Like, I kind of feel Brentford have a chance. If they just get a few more names in, have a bit more Premier League experience and quality, I think they have a good chance. You never know. Owen does, Luke does, okay. They've stunned Swansea. Yep, very true. But I agree. I think Brentford have a chance, you know. It's weird because Norwich have been the best team by far this season in the Championship, but I don't think they'll stay up again. Watford, I thought Watford were kind of unlucky to go down last season. So you never know. Do you think Watford would stay up? Let's get our early relegation predictions for next year and which one of the teams will stay up, because it's going to be interesting. We can't really predict it yet until obviously when like signings have been made and stuff. I think they'll come around 13th. That would be. Imagine if they finished 13th. That would be unreal. Their first year in the top flight since pretty much everyone at this final can remember. I doubt that anyone were alive, or not many were alive when they last were in the Premier League or the top flight in general. It would be quite an achievement, that. And it's a bit like Swansea when they last went up. It was kind of a miracle that they were in the top flight, because they were in League Two, weren't they? Not even that long ago. And obviously, they had 7 years in the Prem straight. Watford, Norwich, and hopefully Burnley, maybe Southampton. I think Southampton need to sort out. They need a whole sort out, because they really underachieved last season, especially after the start they had. You think Brighton will go down? You see, I think if Brighton get a striker, Brighton should stay up, because that's been their whole issue. Everyone goes on about it. The fact that they just missed it. A bit like Forest, really. They just didn't score their chances. So if they can get a good striker in, you never know. I think Brighton will stay up, personally. Bubble Joe, how you doing, man? They need to get a better striker. Yep, as we were saying. Burnley needs signings. You see, Burnley have obviously Sean Dyche, got new owners now. So, you know, I could think if Burnley actually spend a bit of money for once, they probably should stay up, really. And have got a few good players. Anyway, nearly 25 minutes in. 2-0 to Brentford. What an unreal start for them. At Swansea's end both times as well. Obviously, Charlie wants Hurahan to score, because he's a Villa fan, of course. Palace, Watford, and Brentford. Interesting. I think Palace always seem to stay up every single time. Maybe their luck will run out. You never know. Burnley would sign Prince Philip and he could slide tackle his son. What a comment. What a comment from Charlie right there, everyone. Got a Derby fan on the chat. Okay. Fair play. Antivirus that's light as a... Why am I getting advertised about antivirus? I don't really care, to be honest. Hodgson is gone. Palace are down. That's a very good point. It's a very good point. If Villa go down, I'll cry. I don't think you'll go down, personally. I think you've had a fantastic year. Some of these transfers you're coming up with, Charlie, are pretty interesting, to be fair. You're coming up with players that, from what I know, aren't actually footballers. You learn something every day, really. Had a dreadful start from Swansea. Probably is Tristan doing a live stream? Probably good I'm not watching it, because it would be quite toxic. So as it stands, we will not be playing Brentford next year. We will be getting robbed by Swansea again, most likely. So long as they don't beat us 5-1, I can live with that. Palace always find a way to stay up. Very true. Yeah. Yeah, one dislike. I know, it's just how YouTube is. Speaking of likes and dislikes, I know I bang on about it like every channel does, but if you could just do me a favour, hit the like button, subscribe if you're brand new to this channel. It would all be hugely appreciated. But we've got Canos down on the floor. He's got up now, in fact. And it is a free kick to Brentford. They will come 9th next season. You could see it happening. Yeah, they did very well last year. It's going to be either Jensen or Mbomo to swing this one in for Brentford. Mbomo does put into the area, cleared away, kind of. Still not cleared away. Who was that? Was that Tony? Fosu, I think, went down, but it came to nothing. Some of your comments, Charlie, man. But it is with Woodman. Bit of a quiet spur of the game, to be fair. Burnley's new name is Brexit FC. I mean, they've been called that quite a few times, to be fair. If Villa get 9th, I'd be happy. But honestly, if we get Brendir, I see no reason why we don't get Europe. I think you guys really ought to be challenging. You know, I know you. Last year was the first time you finished, 11th in years. But you know, you're a big club, so it'd be great to see you challenge for European football. Got a Brentford fan in here. Welcome, as you can tell, most likely. I'm a neutral, so I don't really mind. But your team is doing a very good job right now. 2 up in the playoff final after nearly half an hour gone. What a rise that you've had, though, Brentford. You've been in the Championship quite a few seasons now, but in League One before that. A mad rise. And Swansea know what I can't talk English, can I? Swansea know what that's like. Got Villa chants going on right now in the chat. I wouldn't mind seeing Forest in this position, you know. Like, it'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I mean, I doubt it's actually going to happen anytime soon, but, you know, we go with it. We go with it. Swansea free kick. Roberts out to Conor Hourihane, Charlie, on the ball, but he loses it. What do you think about Conor Hourihane, Charlie? Do you think he'll stay at Villa, or do you think you'll sell him off? If you do, I wouldn't mind it if we signed him, because I think that'll be a fantastic bit of business. But then again, you could see him going to Swansea permanently. You never know. Martin's the future. Absolutely, yes. Yes. Baller. I wanted Matty Cash at Arsenal. No, we can't have that. Please, just don't. We can't have that. I think he's probably advanced his career more by going to Aston Villa than Arsenal, to be honest. Because Arsenal are pretty dreadful. So, you know. I usually think Hourihane more of Barnsley than Villa. Yeah, he's been around quite a while, Conor Hourihane. I'd like to see him do well. He won't get into our midfield. Good at set pieces, but pretty one-dimensional and a bit of a luxury player in the wrong team. Will be great for you, though. Yeah, I'd go with that from a neutral as well. Oh yes, correct. It isn't. It's not. It's actually 2. It's actually 2-0 now. Thank you very much for reminding me, Harold. I'm trying to work out how to update the title, and yeah, I'm a YouTuber and I can't work that out. There we go. Title updated. 2-0. Corner Swansea. They've got to get a goal, really, haven't they? If they want to stand any chance. Stating the obvious there. Next season, Watkins will get 15 to 20 goals. Yeah, it's been a quality sign for Villa, really, hasn't he? Could see him doing that again. It is a corner, though, to Swansea. Swung in, obviously. Cleared away by Raya. And Brentford they're getting the job done right now. It's a throw-in now to Swansea. The ball swung into the box, but again, did very little. Bidwell gets there, though. Good defending. Good defending. Good to see a mixture of fans in here today. A Brentford fan, I think. Middlesbrough. Aston Villa, of course. A lot of Forest fans. Another corner to Swansea. Really, it's been a lot of Swansea possession of late anyway. However, they've got quite a massive job on their hands right now if they want to try and go up. Swung in them. Raya, good goalkeeper, got there straight away. Well, I mean, everyone goes on about Brentford bottling leads and stuff. I don't think they're going to do that right now because they just seem fired up. They look more ready for the occasion than Swansea. Really. Hey, Maxwell, mate, how you doing? Welcome. Viva la Brentford. Everyone here, see, you want Brentford to win then, Maxwell. I mean, I don't really mind, to be honest, as a neutral. But it would be cool to see Brentford go up. I do think they probably deserve it more overall, as I was saying earlier on. Good to see Venezia go up as well. One of obviously a team you've got history of, Maxwell. It's pretty mental, that. Venezia in the Serie A. Dom, how you doing? Couldn't really be going any better for Brentford right now. I love to see new teams promoted over teams that have been in the Premier recently. Yeah, I'm pleased we've got a bit of a mixture because if Bournemouth had gone up as well, that would have been probably just an irrelevant season, really. Like all three teams just went straight back up. So I'm kind of pleased that Brentford knocked them out. The playoffs are just fantastic, and it's brilliant that we've had a few fans actually allowed to go to them. I'm still absolutely pumped about it. It's been 2 days. Yeah, well, actually so. Is it the first time they've been in the top flight of Italy or first time in ages? I know I've never known them in the top flight, Venezia. Obviously, the team in Venice, in Italy, of course. Well, Aston Villa should get Europe in the first place because Arsenal can't. Yeah, it's actually going to be quite weird seeing Arsenal not in any form of Europe. I think it would do them some good, to be honest, though. Wow. Okay, 20 years. All right. Well, it's been 20 years, over 20 years since Forest were in the Premier League. So can we use that as motivation, potentially? You know, first time in ages for them. I'm not going to say what every Forest fan says every single season because it's irrelevant. However, I saw today, I don't know where they've got this from. I think it's Sky Bet are saying that I don't agree with this. They're saying that we are the 6th favourites to get promoted next season. Don't ask how. I don't know. I mean, maybe you could base it off Chris Hughton's record in his second seasons. But, I mean, yeah, I don't know. What do you think of that, everyone? I personally don't think that was going to happen. Rads, they were in it in the 90s. Yeah, so quite a while. Have you seen the sneak peek for the new kit? Yes, very fleetingly. And I believe it's out fully on next Friday. And I hope we get the away soon after that. From what I've seen of it, the new kit looks very similar to last season's one, which kind of annoys me because I didn't really like last season's. I think Forest would get 13th. Oh, fantastic. Another year of just mediocrity. But you're probably right, to be fair. Can you see Tristan in the stands? Tristan's not there. Forest will finish 12th. I'd still get a bit higher than that, man. Please. Just push for like actual half decent finish. I'd like that. Going to be a very interesting summer ahead, though. Ever since Leicester won the league and Portugal beat France in the Euros, I don't believe in odds. It's a very, very good point. Yeah, anything's possible, really. And Leicester winning the cup. Like, I know Leicester have had a fantastic few years, but it's great to see a team like them win the cup. So, you have to give that as belief that anything's possible. But Forest are pretty good at not doing that, unfortunately. But yeah, one day, we will. I just want us to go up and actually have a chance of staying in the league, because I just have a feeling if we were to get promoted, there's a good chance we'll just get relegated again, which would be. I mean, yeah, we got a year in the Prem, but then you just straight back down in the Championship. Like I'd personally, like I said, to stay there a little, just a couple seasons, maybe. Ideally long term, but I don't see it right now. Anyway, it's a corner after nearly 39 minutes to Brentford. Do you think Forest will come? Where do you think Forest will come next season? I don't know, man. It's a corner to Brentford, though. That was a good shot from Janelt, and I don't know what's going on here. There's a collision in the box. Is that down? A player, I know that. Brilliant analysis from David right there. Yana went for a shot and it hits. I don't even know. Who's that lad on the ground for Swansea? I hate that Swansea kit. It's dreadful. Like, why can't even wear all white? There's no colour clash. But it is what it is. Nearly scored again, but I think Swansea player. Fair play, Charlie. Honestly, I don't think they'll stay up. Not got the budget for the Prem. Yeah, probably true. Well, that Swansea look like completely on edge, because they nearly just gifted Mboma a goal right there. What the hell is going on with Swansea? They're number 5. I'm not sure how to say his name. I know he's been very good for them most of the year. He just passed it straight to Mboma and then he scored. It couldn't really be going any worse with Swansea. They just look very on edge. Brentford are getting the job done so far. Unlike last season, of course. I go to London on Monday, not sure where, but could see some cheering Brentford fans. I mean, I doubt they'll still be there, but I mean, what you're on about, they literally are a London club. Yeah, you may very well see that. I had a bit of a thick moment right there, everyone. A few days ago, I saw a kind of local KFC in Bulwell, and he looked like Thogdad. Okay. Interesting fact there from Meme Lord. Swansea open here. It should be fairly... Yeah, I agree, to be fair. Yeah. I had a feeling Brentford would win this. A lot of people were saying that Swansea would, which I didn't write off, but I just thought Brentford overall are better, and like I've said a few times, they're on better form as well. But 2-0 down at half time, pretty much, for Swansea is dreadful. And the kind of look at it, it's not more. Do you rate Campbell? Yeah, top player. Good to see a team that hasn't been in the Premier League. Very true, Mark. It's a little bit like Bournemouth when they went up. Huddersfield was a major shock that they went up when they did. It's good. It's fantastic when you see teams like them go up. And obviously Sheffield United had been in the Premier League 12 years beforehand, but it'd been quite a long time. So it's always good when you get a team that hasn't been there for a long while or at all go up. Swansea kit may be bad, but when I go to Derby, fair play, Meme Lord. If Swansea stay down, Robertson, Ayew, and Woodman are leaving. Is Woodman on loan? I don't know whether he's on loan or not, But if he, I mean, either way, I don't think he'll stay because he's been great this year, and I don't see all of them staying. To be quite honest. McNeil. Randomly says McNeil in the chat. Fair play. Odds on Sheffield United doing double relegation. Really? Do you think that? I think with Jukanovic there now, and I think they have got a good squad for the Championship. I don't. What do you think about Sheffield United, everyone? Do you think they'll go back up or mid-table or 3-4? Because it's kind of a tough one. Because their first year was a miracle. The second year they got, well, rolled over. So, what do you think about Sheffield, everyone? Rads, McNeil or Cantwell? I'd probably say McNeil, to be honest. I think they'll crumble. 9th and upwards. Sheffield United could do Sunderland. This is 3rd v 4th. I don't think they will. Okay, no one's really that confident for Sheffield United. Which you can kind of get why in ways, you know. Do you kind of get that? I think top 6. Jukanovic got Fulham and Watford up. Yeah, that's kind of what's making me think that they could stand a chance. They've got a very good manager. Personally, I don't know why they ever got rid of Chris Wilder, to be honest, but he did a fantastic job for them. But it is a free kick to Swansea court, Conor Horahan. I'm still in my words today. Apologies for that, everyone. That was a good chance for Swansea again, but they've got a massive job on their hands in the second half. Yeah, Ben Osborne ruined his career. Don't really know why he went to them lot. He's only really started playing just recently, actually playing games quite a bit. I don't know. I mean, I get why he went there because Premier League football. In the first season, it made all the Forest fans that said, "Oh, he'd just gone to the Premier League to get relegated," look a bit stupid. But we were right the second season. Kind of like a year late, really. Top 2 for Sheffield United. Be interesting to see. I hate Everton. Fair play. I mean, I don't really mind about them. I hate Newcastle, Sunderland, and Leeds. I don't really have an opinion on any of them. I don't really care about Sunderland. I find it funny when they bottled it last week, which I think most people did, apart from Sunderland fans, of course. Sheffield United will come 6th and lose the playoff final. They should be pushing for the playoffs at least, really. Yeah, I think they should be. I hate Derby. Dom, you're welcome on this channel anytime now. A throw to Swansea. It's been a lot of Swansea possession, but doing very little with it, to be honest. And they've just looked very on edge. Yeah, what a shootout that was in the Europa League, by the way. That was insane. I hate Arsenal, Rangers, and Liverpool. Why are we all going on about teams we hate? I mean, I don't really care about Arsenal. Rangers, cool. Liverpool, don't have an opinion. I love Lincoln. I'd like to see Lincoln go up, yeah. Where's your best mate Cameron gone? Where do I start with that one? Well, he's never going to be seen again. So, you know, where's he gone? He was around for like 2 weeks and he sabotaged my channel. So, you know, I'm kind of pleased he's gone, to be honest. Well, I am very, very pleased he's gone. What is he doing right now? I don't know. Brentford, Watford, and Norwich relegation favourites. I think you can expect that, really. I think Norwich definitely. I know it's easy to write them off, but, they often get relegated, don't they, when they go up? But it'll be interesting to see how Brentford will do. He was a next level idiot. You said it right there, Charlie. Yep. Quite polite saying it that way. But Maxwell was in here earlier, funnily enough, and he was part of that very, very interesting stream where Cameron came on and ruined it. Dreadful. I'm a Swansea fan and I'm sad. Yeah, I'm not really surprised to hear that, man. I don't think you're going to turn it around either, because you've not looked very good at all, quite frankly. Swansea, if they lose this, I think they'll come second next year. Third time lucky, maybe. Well, thank you very much to the 23 people in here. Bit different doing a neutral game. It's one of the very few neutral games I have done, but I thought I'd give it a go. It's been a while since I've done the stream as well, so thanks everyone for that. We're on the verge of 30 likes. If you could hit the like button, everyone, if you've not done that already, that'd be fantastic. I don't think Ivan Toney will stay. Well, even if they go up, you don't think they'll stay? I mean, I think he'll stay if they get promoted, to be fair. But after that, I think there's a very good chance he'll go to like a top side, because he could quite easily play for one. He's proven doubters wrong, of course, because he was at Newcastle. I actually forgot he was at Newcastle until recently. I remember, it was FIFA 18. I did a career mode of Newcastle for like five seasons or something. I remember I had Ivan Toney, and I hardly played him. And that's why. It's the only reason why I remember Ivan Toney used to live in Newcastle. So, thank FIFA for that. But, he's a quality striker. Proving the doubters wrong. Mini Surge, you're at the ground. Wow, okay. Well, I'm technically at the game then. We've got someone watching my stream at the ground. Appreciate that. That's brilliant. The Champions League final is just two fake teams. I mean, I don't like Chelsea. I never have. I'd personally like City to win that. I don't mind City, to be honest, but I was going to do one of these games, either the Championship playoffs or the Champions League final today. But I thought, and you all said I should do the Championship playoffs on a poll that I put on my Twitter. Go and follow that, by the way, if you haven't already. There's a link in the description. But yeah, I just thought I'd give it a go. And it's been a great game so far, to be fair. City 2-0. Yeah, obviously, I mean, Chelsea have beaten City twice this season in the FA Cup and the league. City beat them 3-0 at Stamford Bridge. So I think City, technically based off that, they're not favourites, but they are the better team. But Chelsea are looking really good under Thomas Tuchel. 2-1 Chelsea, says Charlie. Yeah, you never know. I'm not going to write Chelsea off the top side, but I mean, if Chelsea lose two major finals, it's kind of disappointing. And if they bottled the top four, then that would have been even worse. But, I mean, pretty funny, because I don't like Chelsea, quite frankly, but Charlie, he's a Newcastle fan. Who we're talking about? If anyone hasn't watched Mini Surge's latest video, go and give it a watch. Yeah, go and watch Mini Surge, everyone. He's a fan of the channel. Hello, Rad Dad.
Hello.
Not going well for...
I can't get this on my laptop downstairs.
Why not?
I don't know. I've tried.
You should be able to.
Afternoon, everybody. Hope we're all well. What are Swansea playing in?
A dreadful shirt.
Dreadful kit. There's no colour clash. Yes, welcome, everybody. Hope you're all well. I'm a neutral, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the consensus? Do you want who to win?
Bit of a mix. bag, really.
Mixed bag. Okay, cheers. Just practicing for the Euros. Sammy, hello, sir. How are you? Owen, hope you're well. Beam Lord, hello, sir.
Swansea have been dreadful.
Yeah, this would be good if it went to penalties, like the Europa League final.
That was mental. That
11-10 was it? And then with the goalkeeper, it was the goalkeeper. De Gea missed. I knew he was going to miss just through his walk-up, his body language. Still, Brentford. I can't remember Brentford ever being in the Prem or the old First Division.
But they weren't when...
I'm very old.
That proves how long it's been, really, doesn't it?
It does, yes. That's a benchmark. When was the last in? Does anybody know?
This is their goal.
Is this the goal?
1947.
Oh, no, I wasn't born then.
I know.
Just
that's
after the war.
When they were last, isn't it?
Luke, hi, mate. How you doing? Who else have I missed? Charlie, hello, sir. I think I've covered. Yeah, De Gea did. He bottled it, didn't he? You could tell by just his way he walked up and things.
Oh, someone was going to miss eventually, but every single person scored.
Who won the Champions League? Well, again, I'm a neutral, but I would have to pick the northern team against the southern team. So I want to go Man City. Pep, really.
I'd prefer City.
That's a cracking goal, isn't it? By how do you pronounce that name?
Canos.
Yeah. I can't see because what's this there?
It's quite an important part of a live stream. It's the camera.
That is in the way, David.
It's the camera.
Could I sit here because I've got a very bad back?
That better?
Oh, that's much better. You've moved the telly. Yeah.
Great.
Good thinking.
A camera's quite an important part of doing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? So if you didn't have a camera, then what?
You have to just guess.
You could send.
What we're saying.
Right, got you. Okay.
So basically, we wouldn't be able to do it.
Could you just move this screen that way a bit because I can't read the comments.
Any more requests? Is there any more
Yeah,
requests?
but I like to read the comments from the viewer.
Is that better?
Yeah, how many have we got watching? Where's it tell you again?
How long have we been doing
26. Cheers, everybody. Hope you're all well. Yep. And it's all looking very good. Is it half time? Is that it?
I mean, yes, it is.
Yeah, I can't get this downstairs. I've tried numerous times and no, nothing. Yeah, David, take the camera away. We don't need the camera.
Well, cameras, it's irrelevant. We don't need a camera.
What do you want the camera for?
You just won't have a camera, you know.
Firmo, hello, sir. Hope I've said your name wrong. Do apologise if you've got it wrong. I am quite old and I'm dyslexic as well.
His Champions Europa League final just said all the goalkeepers were terrible, but they could all score penalties.
Yeah, Luke, next video is Monday. I'm going to do my starting Scottish 11 and it will have a Scottish flavour to it.
He makes me edit those videos.
I make him do it. And the music I picked is very, very, very Scottish indeed.
Like he knows what he's doing. Do you know how to edit videos?
I know how to edit the old Super 8 films because I used to do that at college in 1973. But do this malarkey, you'd have to show me.
I don't think you know.
Christmas TikToks. Hello, sir. Or madam.
Very interesting.
Cool name. Oh, I got it right. Okay, yeah. I do like to get people's names right. You know, it is good, isn't it, to get your name right? Indeedy. Sammy, Scottish fan. Well, welcome. England, Scotland is always a cracking game. It's like a Premiership game in some ways, isn't it? It will be a close one. There'll be a goal in it either side.
I think we can beat them close.
Yeah, but I've been reviewing the Scottish players because I'm going to do a vid about Scotland. And they've got some good players, you know.
They've got a good midfield.
Yep. Got Robinson. He's the captain, isn't he, Robinson? Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're looking at their team.
Who we got first? Because I don't even found
Croatia.
Croatia, then Scotland.
Then Czech Republic.
Right.
It's I mean, yeah. I think if you can do it, then you can do it. To be fair. Yeah,
I'm sure I could do it because I used to do it the old-fashioned way, where you literally had to cut the film and stick it together and press a thing down and hold it for 5 seconds and release it.
Oh, welcome, mate.
Hello, sir. How you doing, mate?
Very jealous, to be honest.
I'm a tad jealous that we're not there. Yeah, but I would like us to go to not go to Wembley and win either first or second, not the playoffs. But yeah, I would like us to be there.
Please. Yeah.
One day, but how long have you been saying that? One day we'll go up.
And I'm not even gonna give my predictions.
Start of every season, I say this is the season we're going up.
I'm not even gonna say, oh yeah, we'll get playoffs.
I'm not doing it this next season.
What's the point? We'll just wait and see what happens.
Yeah. It's like with England. I'm not going to say, yeah, we're going to win it. We're going to get to the semi-finals. Let's just see what happens.
Mm.
Oh, Liam's birthday. Happy birthday, mate.
I think if we win the group, we have to play one of the teams in the last group, which has Portugal, Germany, and France in it. So
that's Hungary, isn't it?
And Hungary.
And Hungary are going to get battered.
I don't think we're going to get past that, to be honest. But
yeah, next season, first or second, that would be great. Playoffs, very nerve-wracking. We never do well in the playoffs, do we? When Sheffield United beat us 4-3 a few years ago.
I mean, like 2002 or something like that. It was quite a while.
Oh, is that how long ago it was?
Yeah.
So you were one.
Yeah.
19 years ago. Really?
And then we lost to Swansea and Blackpool as well. Lost to Swansea in 2011.
Yeah, okay, don't rub it in.
I'm just telling you.
We're going to get a revenge on Hungary. Oh, for when they beat us.
No, we're going to be hungry for revenge.
Oh, hungry for revenge. See, I'm dyslexic.
Talking about Croatia.
Got you. So I just want to make
my
mad
IQ
there.
right there.
I've only had one of these anyway. This is my first one. I'm in training.
Okay, fair.
I don't think Wales are going to do as well this time because they got to the semi-finals, didn't they? What do you think about Hungary's national team? I know very little about Hungary's team. I like the kit.
Yeah, I mean,
the red, white, and then the green socks. That's a good kit.
I think people kind of forget how well they actually did it the last Euros.
Put some Proclaimers on the Scott. Yeah, I did think about Proclaimers, but I've got a band. I don't know if you heard them called Shore Patrol. I'm going to play that music. Google it.
Really, like
very, very, very Scottish, indeed.
Yeah. It's Hungary. They won a group with like Austria, Portugal, and Iceland the last time out.
Oh, the Iceland are in it, are they? This time, so we can't do the Icelandic clap.
I mean, knocked us out last time. That's not the best thing, is it?
Charlie, I don't even know how to say that, mate. I'm sorry. Do apologise for not saying that Hungarian. Is it Hungarian?
For that, this is where you go to if you want to get promoted.
Well, I've been to the old Wembley, but not the new one. I did see Forest win the League Cup there. Yeah, let's see Hungary do well. Fair play to them. Why not?
I doubt.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Euros. That's not that long away, is it? Our first game's when? 18th? 13th, close.
Of June. There's only like 2 weeks.
Croatia's going to be difficult. Czech Republic. They're all going to be difficult, whoever you play.
Czech Republic beat us in qualifying.
Didn't they?
Yeah. Which is weird that we then play them in the actual tournament. They beat us 2-1, but we beat them 5-0 in the second game.
Yeah.
Croatia beat us at the World Cup. We have beaten them since, though. Scotland, the last time we played them, I think we won. I think we know.
England could get to the semis. You're right, Sam. Yeah.
It's weird.
It is very possible.
With England.
England are England, remember. We always bottle it.
Most of the time, England, who are my other team, we tend to win. Whereas with Forest, we don't tend to do that. But yet England still quite often let the country down.
Phil Jones. I forgot to put Phil Jones in my England starting lineup. Oh, God. What a mistake I could have made.
Maybe we should do a team of the worst English players.
Yeah. That'd be a good video for you.
Worst English players.
There's quite a few to choose from.
Phil Bloody Jones.
Phil Jones, Jeff Thomas. I don't know if anybody's remembering him. He used to play for Palace. The list is endless.
Does it have to be players that played for the country before? Or just
Phil Bloody Jones, apparently. It's a bit much. Yeah, we are the Leicester of the national teams. Yes. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll go with that.
That's actually very true.
But being a Forest fan and an England fan is...
supporting England is the closest I'll get to supporting a top 6 side.
Yeah, but we're following a team in white, remember? That always takes some getting used to.
Like, we still fail.
Oh no, Eric Dyer, Owen, you're right.
But I go
shame.
I go from having Lewis Grabban as my striker to Harry Kane. It's quite a huge upgrade, really. So, and I go from Cyrus Christie as my right back to one of Trent, Carl Walker.
Wait, isn't Christie
Trippier.
Irish, Northern Ireland?
Yeah, I'm talking about Forest right back to England right back.
Got you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you have to excuse me. I've got a cold.
You haven't, no.
No, I haven't. No.
So why do you say it?
I was a Forest and England fan. I'd probably addicted to whiskey. Yes. Well, any alcohol, really. When you're older, though, boys, not now. When you're older.
Dyer is a fantastic.
Dyer was good in his day, though. When he first came on the international scene, he was
actually
I rated him.
Actually done quite a bit for England.
Yeah. And he did score that penalty against Colombia in the shootout.
He scored against Russia at the last Euros.
Did he?
He scored a free kick.
All right.
But he's not very good at all.
Yeah, let's see us do Wales and get to the semi-finals.
Please.
If Gortan Bong played at left back.
God's sake.
No, you won't beat Sturt Pearce now, will you? Come on. So what colour is that Swansea kit? Is it blue? Is it green?
It's horrendous either way.
Turquoise? What? Oh, second half, by the way, viewer.
Yeah, it has been for like 5 minutes now.
Right, okay. See, I don't miss a thing. At all. Oh, yeah, definitely the second half because it's gone past 45, look. You see, I don't miss a thing, look. Did you notice that? Just then, a few seconds ago.
I glazed over, to be honest. I don't know what you were saying.
Yeah, bit of a wild shot there by the... Who's that? By him. Turn around. Can't even read it. Number 30 for Brentford.
You're footballing.
I'm a footballing, commentating god. You know that. Years ago when my school's head teacher got sacked because he cheated on his wife. Right, okay.
Very interesting film.
Bit of background information for us. Oh, fair play to you, mate. I shouldn't have condoned that, though, kicking the Derby fans' ball onto the roof of the sports centre. And then did you run off? Was that it?
Great.
Swansea, I bet Tristan is absolutely beside himself. I presume he's doing a watch-along. He must be. Brentford are well up for this, aren't they? You see, they're just quicker for it.
I need to check what the Tristan's doing there.
Jermaine Genius visited my dad's old school.
He's not
my old school, sorry.
He's not doing a stream.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He's not live.
Does the one show now.
He's not live.
Isn't he? Well, I would have put money on that. Not that I do bet. He must be doing the Champions League then. Yeah, Champions League, Man City, I think.
I thought he said he was going to do one, to be fair. I mean, probably good reason.
You broke a Blues fan's leg when you just played football. Oh, because you're Villa, aren't you, Charlie? Right, okay.
Accidentally.
Oops. Yeah, Swansea does seem to be awful, mate. Yeah.
They don't really deserve to go up.
They don't, no. And it'd be nice to see another team that's never been in the Prem.
They've been really average of late.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, 2-0. Don't rest. Keep playing. Get another if you can.
He stumbled across the line, Swansea. Hey, Woods, mate. How you doing? You hate Brentford.
Woods, hi, mate.
And I don't mind either of these going up, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the point. Tristan might be at the game.
I think he said he wasn't, though. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know whether he is or he isn't.
Well, he's only got to go on one road, hasn't he? Swansea to London, it's just one road. It's the M4. Then you're there. It'll take 4 hours, mind you, but...
Woods really does not like Brentford at all.
Dislike who with a passion?
You're actually blind. It literally says Brentford right there, look.
All right, yeah. Tell you what, this Budweiser tastes off to me. I'll just try it again, actually.
That's why you're just going to keep trying it.
I'll just keep trying it. I think the best bit's at the bottom here. Usually
right, yeah, okay. That always seems to be the case, doesn't it?
Still a bit off.
I thought so.
Tastes a bit beery to me. Get the death sentence will be a Blues fan. It's another tricky one, isn't it? That's an in-depth question.
I don't really want to support Birmingham because they're arguably even worse than Forest.
5-0 to Swansea. Yeah.
And they've been even more mediocre than we have. So.
Yeah, I think Moonlord, he did say that he went to a match, a Blues match, wearing a Villa shirt. Fair play to you. That's like walking around a centre of Derby or Pride Park with a Forest shirt on, scarf, hat, and seeing what happens.
I wouldn't. I don't think that's a good idea.
No, I don't. Yeah, why would you want to go to a Blues game if you're a Villa fan?
The manager is.
That's like us going to Pride Park.
A big ego, Thomas Frank. Who's Thomas Frank?
Thomas Frank is the Brentford manager.
Oh my God, he actually knew.
Brentford Football Club, and their ground is called the Brentford Community Centre
Stadium.
Village Hall.
Stadium.
The Brentford Village Hall Stadium.
No, Brentford Community Stadium.
Brentford Community Village Stadium.
Okay, right, we'll just leave it there then.
See, Griffin Park was much easier. It's a much better name. Yeah, oh, you should go up from. Yeah, do it. Sign for us.
I think anyone could do better, to be honest, Owen. You know, I just wanted to sign a player.
Well, I'm surprised we haven't heard anything.
Literally, I know you can say, "Oh, it's early days." I've seen other clubs release their kit.
Get it all sorted now. Then they can get used to each other. Do some training.
I've seen quite a few
pre-season.
I've seen quite a few other clubs do kit reveals, new contracts and stuff, even a few new signings as well.
Would you rather support Derby or live in Bulwell? What's wrong with Bulwell?
Better places, really, isn't it?
Your gran lives at Old Baseford. I'm from Old Baseford.
It's a very select area.
Very select area.
So, you know.
Oh, what's the parking where Grandma lives? Vernon Park. I used to play football on Vernon Park. For those of you who know the area.
I presume that's quite high sarcasm from Cardiff fan.
Cardiff fan, I bet you're gutted, aren't you, that Swansea are losing.
That's a dreadful.
Be honest, you know, you can tell us. We'll understand. I'm a neutral with this one, mate.
It's kind of different because I'm not like just depressed.
Chaff Central, Bulwell, yeah.
I'm not depressed or actually surprisingly happy for once on stream because that's what it normally is.
Supermarket near McDonald's, just slightly out of Bulwell. Oh, is it Morrison's meme? It is, isn't it? There's a Morrison's, and then right next to it is a McDonald's, strangely enough. I've been there. Yeah, that's good. All the England games are at night, aren't they? Early evening or at the weekend. I think Scotland's got a Friday game at 2 o'clock.
What? Owen just said no. Has there been a goal?
St Anne's, again, what's wrong with there? It's a very select area. I know it well. Yeah, you see, when you're brought up as a youngster at Old Baseford, it was all right. I thought it was okay. Southwark Street Primary School is where I went. There's a blue plaque on the wall there if you go and have a look. There is.
Thanks for that information.
Try living in Birmingham. Whereabouts in Brum, Charlie? I don't want your exact address, obviously, but I do know Erdington. Is that Birmingham? That's Birmingham, isn't it? I've worked at Erdington, shop fitting.
That's pain for Owen.
And I did get lost around Spaghetti Junction, but I think everybody's done that at least once.
No one has a clue what you're talking about at this stage. You know that.
Nechells, that's Birmingham as well, isn't it?
Why are you asking me? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just asking anybody. Erdington, I think it's definitely Birmingham, isn't it? Google it. What is the chaviest part of Brum? Don't know.
This is when we're talking about
Nottingham's got lots of chav areas.
We're just thinking of any random topic to talk about.
Yep. Every day is a school day when you tune into what's your channel called again?
Rads Gaming.
Yeah, Rads thing. Handsworth, Wood, Sparkhill, Moseley.
What a dreadful name that was.
I've heard of all those, and I think I've been to them all. Where did I go to school? Oh, Old Baseford to start with, and then we moved to Bramcote when I was 9, and I went to Bramcote Comprehensive. That was in the 70s, though. Sam, welcome back. My cousin lives in, is it Moseley? Moseley? How would you pronounce that? Moseley?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Solihull, that's not actually Birmingham, is it? Is it? Is it?
Is it?
Go and get me a map. I've been to Solihull.
I don't know whether I have a map up here or not.
You know, I haven't actually looked at a map in ages. You don't need to anymore, do you?
You've not needed to.
You don't. So 2-0 to Brentford, who seem to be fired up more than Swansea.
And number 5 is quite nervous. He makes a lot of mistakes right now.
Right. Well, what they need is a player of Gartang Bong's ability, don't they?
See, if they had Joe Wall at centre-back, this would never be an issue.
No, you can't have Joe Worrell. He's not allowed to leave. Sutton Coldfield, yes. Yeah, Solihull is just outside. Yes, I remember now. Again, I was working there for about a month. New Street, is that where that's where the railway station is?
Derby of Scotland. Scotland. It's quite easy.
Where does it say that?
Derby of Scotland. It's
Derby or Scotland.
Easy.
Well, I'll go for Scotland.
Scotland. It's so easy.
Yeah, I like Scotland.
Derby will never ever win that.
Edinburgh's fantastic. There's some great parts of Glasgow. When you get up into the Highlands, it's just stunning scenery.
You say something or Derby. Derby's not going to win.
Dudley, West Brom. Yeah, I've worked in West Brom, right near the ground. Wolverhampton, yeah. Been to Molyneux. Yeah, when you weigh it up, in this country, there are quite a lot of select areas. But there's some good ones as well.
If Barnsley can get into playoffs, then why the hell can't Forest?
Fair play to Barnsley.
Well done, then. Why can't Forest do that if they can? Surely that means anything's possible.
Yep.
But then again, we realise we're Nottingham Forest, so that doesn't happen.
Yeah, we are used to massive disappointment. It's like driving an Alfa Romeo, isn't it? Being a Forest fan.
How can you be...
Disappointment. Occasional brilliance, back to disappointment again.
How can it be so good at being consistently bad? That's a bit of an interesting one.
Still off.
Yeah, it is.
You got your chocolate?
Have
a look. Go and have a look there. There. What's in there?
It just isn't.
Okay, come back.
Thank you for that.
You tried spinning this chair right round.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah. Is that better, guys? But, guys, is this better or is this better? Hang on, move your leg. Which is better? Oh, it's tired me out now.
Why?
I love how we are trashing all the cities all awful. East Midlands is okay. We've got some nice bits round here, haven't we? I mean, look out our window. I can see a tree. Look, there's a tree.
Tree.
It's that green thing with leaves.
Is it?
Yeah, tree.
He's never going to Burnley. Never leaving.
No. He's not allowed to. Won't let him. We'll kidnap him and only release him on match day.
He can never do that.
Here's the thing about Joe Worrell. You see that film he made, A Day in the Life of a Forest Player?
Yeah.
He drives a proper Mini, the real actual Mini. You think he would drive a Land Rover Defender, wouldn't he? Because he's a Defender.
Original. Very original.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Conversations flowing right now.
Yeah, this Clifton, don't forget, Lord, that's a very select area. Farnborough Road, especially, is a very posh area of Clifton. It. I've been to London and love it. Yeah, London's cool. Yeah. When was the last time I went to London? 2016, David?
A year.
Everywhere's got good bits and everywhere's got not so good bits. You just got to find them.
Just looks like Brentford just seeing this one out.
Yeah, and I've been to Burnley as well, Turf Moor. That's quite a small ground, actually. So that's why they're called Burnley Brexit FC. I never realised this.
Because
they're all basically English lads or British.
They always have been that way.
No, I didn't know that.
Burnley are very good at just...
Can you empty your pockets, please, old chum? How spiffing. Barney, get the amount of capital we've gained. How absolutely super.
Why are you talking like that?
Because the way Charlie's wording it, it warrants a posh accent.
Mental.
Tommy Robinson, Burnley, confirmed. What's that mean? What's it mean, Dave? Tell me.
Thank you very much, everyone, for 30 likes on the stream. Appreciate that. If you haven't yet liked the stream or subscribed, if you're new, please do. That'll be very much appreciated, everyone.
No, I don't think we can see Swansea getting back. If anything, I could see Brentford getting another. But having said that, again, as a neutral, I would like to see a penalty shootout because they are quite... Except when it's not, your team.
I've only known Forest and England in like 3 penalty shootouts. The World Cup, obviously. When we lost to Italy in the Euros. The Nations League were in a...
Yeah, I have been to Brixton, actually.
We beat Switzerland on the 3rd place game.
Tom Robinson is a very bad man. Oh, is he? See, I didn't know that. I've had a very sheltered life.
I remember Pickford scored a winning penalty. Forest, I know we beat Bury on penalties in like the League Cup like 2 seasons ago. Anymore. Like 2 seasons ago, we beat them like 10-9 on penalties.
How many times have I been to see Forest play? What, since I was 8? A lot. I wish I'd have kept all my programmes. I know you have, because I insisted that you do. You traditionally buy a programme, don't you? Like you have Bobble at half time, whether you like it or not.
Where is mine?
Why didn't I keep all those programmes? They could be worth a few quid.
They're definitely in here somewhere. I should have really thought about this before. I'm going to find my programmes. I could just...
Yeah, Charlie, London's got some great areas as well as. Oh, that was quite a nasty tackle by. Oh, red card for Swansea. It's and he's getting a bit of by the Swansea number 6. Who's that? Oh, that looked evil. That tackle.
It can't really be going any worse.
He's not doing a Neymar while he's rolling around. He's still like he's been shot.
It generally can't go any worse now. They've had a man sent off in the 2-0 down in the playoff final. There we go. Found my programs. I've only got a few.
Oh, so your granddad played for Dumbarton and he was a
The camera's not moving at
goalkeeper
all,
in
is
the
it?
40s. Cool. Watch this. Watch this. Look. Oh, off you go, sunshine. No, don't put your hand up. You're off.
Yeah.
Bolton.
Programs. That was the legendary Crystal Palace vlog. The legendary Crystal Palace vlog that no one watched.
I watched it.
It's absolutely dreadful.
Cheerio. Marvellous.
England.
Yeah, we went to, where did Leicester play? Filbert Street. Went to Filbert Street to watch that.
Filbert Street.
No, not Filbert Street. Hang on a minute. King Power. We'd have to change the names of the grounds for. I get confused.
Fabian Delp was in this England team.
Was he really?
Danny Welbeck.
Danny Welbeck. You know his
Don't.
You tell that joke.
I don't even know.
Danny Welbeck's dad was in bomb disposal and his name was Stan. Stan Welbeck. Anyway, moving on.
The game we actually won. This is when we played Barnsley.
3-0, wasn't it?
Yeah. We beat them in 2018.
Have you met any football players? Trev.
Met Trev.
When he did his book signing, I had a photograph taken when I was so nervous.
Oh.
So thank you very much.
The less said about this game, the better. We lost 3-0 to Preston.
Preston, yeah. Steve Hodge, Nigel Clough.
That was 2018. Got battered.
Ian Storymore once. Bob McKinley once. Very briefly.
We beat Norwich at home in 2017.
Yeah, Gigsaw, I'm allowed to do dad jokes because I'm a fully qualified dad. It's by law, you have to.
Where's that dreadful game that I went to?
Why has Woodsy done that face? Because my joke's that bad.
Probably, yes. I don't blame him.
Okay.
There's another one
Keep
somewhere.
still, please, because I'm quite comfortable.
There's another one somewhere.
I met Laurie Sanchez and Neil Webb. Cool. He was a good player for Forest, wasn't he, Neil Webb, till he went to Man U.
This is telling me
Then he got injured, didn't he?
I really ought to sort out this draw.
What are you doing now? Have you got any chocolate in there?
No. Oh, yes, there we go.
Have you got a curly whirly? What's that?
Charlton one.
Charlton, that's where we lost 1-0. Oh, where Taylor scored for him.
Yeah. Apologies if the camera just moved over. This was
Oh, Luke went to the Preston game.
What a dreadful game this was.
We were expected to win after we'd beaten Leeds.
Dreadful game. A day later, 3 days later, we get thrashed.
Yeah, Charlie, it is in the contract. I have to do jokes.
Oh, lads.
Oh, no, don't go getting yourself all upset. You just recover from it, and then you look at something like that, and it starts all over again. Matt, hello, sir. Hola.
Ironic. Very ironic. Not Taylor.
Cool.
Just for him to not play for us when he's on for the next year.
When you do meet somebody famous, you don't know what to say to them, do you? Or when you see somebody. Who did we see in Padstow once? That TV presenter woman.
I actually won a game of football. One of the best games I've ever known us play ever.
2-0 against Leeds.
We were just absolutely phenomenal in that.
Yeah,
game.
Matt, you're right there, mate. I think next season we're going to surprise people.
He's so frustrated.
I say that every season.
You know how depressing it is to know that we did this just over a year ago, like a year and 3 months ago. And then we have a year where we're just the definition of mediocre.
Last season, we're just having a rest. That's all.
No, the definition of mediocre, just literally the year after. It's so depressing.
I have to keep telling my Bonnie Tyler sat now back. It keeps telling me to turn around every time. I must remember that one. You don't understand that the Bonnie Tyler did a song called Turn Around.
Yeah, I know.
She did Eurovision for us. Can you remember? Right, okay.
Yeah. Charlie,
Oscar, hello, sir.
Charlie,
Welcome.
Thank you, Charlie, for just politely while watching my stream, tagging me on Matty Cash's latest post
Who did that?
about Aston Villa. Charlie,
Yeah.
thank you for that, Charlie.
Thanks, Charlie. Good on you, mate.
Really, really polite. I just about Cash's first season at Villa at Rads.
Oh, he's got a Villa
Cheers.
shirt. Is that a Villa shirt? Yeah, I used to have a Villa shirt in the 70s. That was about my school kit.
Pain.
Yeah, my school colours were Villa's kit.
Oh, Sabri.
Yeah,
Pain.
being bullied, not good.
Let's get Brett back. I mean,
I don't want Brit
he's a cheat.
because he's a cheat. He's now becoming the same vein as Suarez and I can't think of anybody else.
No
That's enough anyway.
No one's as bad as Suarez.
Because he got thingy sent off, didn't he?
Gone. No.
Yuri.
Yeah. And Yuri's just been let go for nothing, which is ridiculous. Pain.
Jigsaw to fight with Brendan Rodgers' son at school. Did you win? Anyway, 18's not very good anyway. It's not good.
We've hardly spoken about the game.
Oh, there's a game of football on. Where is it? Oh, there.
Actually, we don't do that.
All right.
Even with Forest, we hardly talk about the game. We just talk about.
So Swansea have literally got a mountain to climb. They're 2-0 down with a man off. And they're wearing a dreadful away kit. They don't deserve to go up, do they?
How he generally can't be going any worse. 2 down, man off.
Yeah, you're right, Charlie. Yeah, at school, teachers do absolutely nothing. They promise a lot, do little.
They're useless.
And the less said about that, yeah, you got bullied for having epilepsy. Well, that's shame on them. Shame on them. They should be dealt with more severely. But teachers, yeah, I didn't have any faith in them when David was at school. And the less said about that, the better. Anyway, so yeah, I was glad when he left school and went to college.
Which was a lot more grown up.
Brentford free kick. Yeah, I mean, Lord, the odds soft. Yeah, so they promised a lot, but did very, very, very little. Yeah, Luke. Yeah, I did. David did. And then the teachers used to say to me regarding David, just ignore them. How can you ignore about 5 or 6 lads having a go at you?
I can think of quite a few examples where that wasn't possible. When someone locked me in the toilets, like there was like 7 lads just decided, oh, we'll lock David in.
Yeah,
it's just one example. I think
because they're idiots.
When someone deliberately rugby tackled me in a sports hall, so with a hard surface, and it didn't make me feel like I'd just passed out at all. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the school did nothing. Anyway, let's move on because that's all in the past. It's not a very nice time for you. And that's it, really. I mean, Swansea, look, they just turned up.
Generally couldn't go any worse.
Oh, so imagine if you're a Cardiff fan, you're loving this, aren't you?
They beat them as well. I think Cardiff should be trying to push for playoffs next year, though. I thought they'll get it I thought they'll get it this season.
Yeah, teachers just ignore it. Anyway, yeah, moving on. I keep saying that. Let's.
Hi, Jacob.
Jacob, welcome, mate.
Well, we haven't really seen
Well, I've seen the Forest kit on that thing you showed me yesterday, very fleetingly, but they do that deliberately to get you interested.
It looks like for the first time ever, from what I can remember, they're doing like an actual video about the new kit, like a kit reveal video, which is cool that they're actually putting in effort. But they got that boxer from Nottingham
Yeah,
modelling it.
I could see Norwich going down again, and they are a yo-yo club.
What about Watford?
Watford, not sure.
I thought
Certainly Norwich,
I
and
thought-
maybe one of these. Well, I think Brentford will struggle next season. They'll be a Sheffield United.
I don't think Brentford would be that bad. But it'd be good to see them actually in the Premier League.
Yeah, I bet Tristan's in tears, poor lad. Oh, that means we'll be going to Swansea again, getting beaten.
I think we robbed at the death for a second.
No, we won't get beaten next season, because next season we're going to go up. Let's be positive, David.
The first year they were relegated, we drew 0-0 and won 2-1. I remember we robbed them that time.
Yes, you're right, Paul, what comment you just made, mate.
2019-20, we drew 2-0 and won 1-0 in the last minute away. Last season, they beat us 1-0 twice and 5-1.
Yeah, cheers, Matt. Let's hope that's what you've said is right.
Yeah, most likely one of us will score a late goal at the death at the Liberty. And yeah, most likely. I think Swansea is one of the teams I've done watchalongs to the most. I've done like 5 games now involving Swansea. They played them 3 times last year. I did Swansea Swansea at home last season at the tail end of it. And now this game.
So you're not doing the Champions League then?
No.
Yeah, I could see City although Chelsea have beaten them a couple of times this season, haven't they?
Beat them in the Cup and League within the last 5 weeks. So
yeah, but City were already champions, weren't they? So they weren't.
Yeah, they beat them in the Cup as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we're either going to get a winner for the second time or for the first ever time.
Yeah.
I could see Chelsea surprising people.
Yeah, they could win it, definitely. Yeah.
This
is their
Chelsea with
third final.
Chelsea were 10th under Frank Lampard. Did anyone think they'd ever win the Champions League or get even close to it?
So they won it in 2012, but 2010 they lost to was it United? So this is their third.
No, it was up 2008. They lost to United.
2008. Okay, yeah. But I would like to see City.
City have got to the semi-finals previously.
So then Pep's won it with Barca,
Bayern.
Not many managers have done that. He's probably the first, is he?
I know it's the first time that Tuchel, he's the first ever manager to get to back-to-back finals, but with different teams.
Oh, Matt, you predict you're going for Chelsea, are you, Matt? Okay. What do you think the score's going to be?
And I'd like to see City.
I think there'll be just a goal in it, 2-1, 3-2, something like that.
GCSE. I did geography. Design. Don't ask me why. I don't know why I did this. I did German, and I was dreadful at it.
German's a good language when you get to grips with it.
Literally, I can't remember anything about it. So
2-0 to Chelsea, okay? 2-1.
Was there a 4th one? I don't think there was.
So who's the sub coming on for Brentford? Oh, 2 subs. Not long to go.
We've got Winston Reid. Didn't even know.
Yeah, I did history and geography.
Winston Reid on for Janssen. I considered history, I think. Who scored? It was Sergi Canos and Ivan Toney.
Welcome, mate.
With a penalty for Toney. It was a very good goal from Canos on the counter-attack.
You see, as a foreign language, I always liked Spanish. I got to grips with that. You know, going abroad a lot, Spain, I always make an effort to speak the foreign language and make a hash of it, but I think they appreciate that. But I quite like Spanish. I don't think you can go wrong with history and geography.
I don't know why I didn't do sport. Like, you would have thought I would have done sport.
You have to have 4.
No, sport. I don't know.
Sport.
Don't know why I didn't do sport, being as I'd literally been a sports or football channel. But I think I know the reason why I didn't is because I was only interested in doing football. I didn't care less about any other sport really. So that's why I didn't pick sport, because I'd have to do all sports. When football's like the only thing that actually interests me.
Paul's message to Noel Gallagher, who's a City fan, as you know, would be to don't look back in anger, apparently.
Don't do that if they lose. And you can't blame him.
A classic song, that is. Play it now.
Copyright.
Oh, no, you can't, can you? Copyright.
I think both of them will have to look back in anger.
Music. Yeah. I'd love to be able to do music, but I'm hopeless at any musical instrument.
I have a guitar, but I can't play it.
A guitar? Come on, come on. Oh, virtually an open goal there. Yeah, Charlie, another language is also very useful. It looks good on your CV. Yeah, Chelsea have got some good players, but I just think that City, there's going to be a goal in it. Brentford corner. Do you think we should comment on the game?
It probably would be
Brentford corner by who's number 19?
Bomo.
Yeah, him. Corner. And wait a minute. Swansea throw in. See how easy it is.
Amazing.
You have a go. Well, that's an advantage, isn't it, Meme Lord? I wish I could not have understood my little brother.
I don't have any.
Or even now, actually.
I don't have any.
He lives in Derby, though.
Well,
well, not Derby, Derbyshire, near Belper.
I have a stepsister, but she's older than me, obviously. So
yeah. Well, you've got to pick a subject you like, haven't you? You feel.
Imagine the scenes if James Garner came back.
Yeah.
He won't though.
Yeah, be great if we could re-sign Garner. I think that would be the decisive move of the season for us. And obviously, get a few.
Keep War.
No, that wasn't a free kick, was it? Got blocked. Went to Area 51. That's in Utah, which is in America.
Is
Utah, America.
Okay, Dad. Thank you for that.
It's where all the UFOs land.
Right.
Yeah, let's get James Garner back. Brentford free kick.
At least he bowed out in style while scoring an absolute belter.
Don't ever go at the lines, lady. She'll stare at you, then you'll be for it. He was brave doing that, wasn't he? See what he did there?
Thank you very much to everyone that's watching.
Yeah, cheers, everybody.
32 likes. You can hit the like button, everyone. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. That would be fantastic. It really does help out a lot.
Of course, Newport in a playoff final. So it's the other Welsh team, isn't it?
Newport v Morecambe.
Morecambe.
First time ever Morecambe would have been League One if they win.
Yeah. I've only been to Morecambe once. Fleetingly. Newport loads of times. So we got left 6 minutes plus a bit of injury, probably. I sense that Brentford are just easing off a little bit here when you shouldn't. Yeah, Charlie, you're right there. Yeah. Pass as many CSEs as you can. GCSEs even.
I mean, I didn't do very well at all with my GCSEs, I'll be honest.
How many times have I been to Nottingham? How long is a piece of string? Many, 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 many times.
Literally born there.
I've worked in the centre of Nottingham for 7-8 years. So I used to go every day, 5 days a week. So countless. So I know Nottingham very well, obviously. Swansea free kick. You see, if they pull one back, they'll be inspired to 5 minutes to go. Or where Brentford goalkeeper looks injured. Ankle injury, is it? No. So there's about 20 minutes on Nottingham. What do we live? About 40 minutes from centre of Nottingham, something like that.
The centre, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for the new season.
I just want
the new fixtures come out, and the first thing you do is look to see when we're playing Derby, which
I kind of wish it
might not have happened if Derby had gone down.
Jammy.
I could have lived with that.
That's so jammy. Literally, there's a thing I saw the other day. How many days every single team in the top 4 tiers were in each position? And Forest weren't any higher than 14th.
Is that how we got all season?
And we're only there for 2 days.
So for 2 days out the entire season, we were 14th.
Something very
and the rest
low.
of the season, we were below 14th.
Something very low, I know that.
So what was the one we were in the most?
20th.
20th we were in the most.
For like 60 days or something. That's 2 months worth. But in the relegation zone,
Charlie, I don't think Grealish will leave.
For 27 days.
Mr. Villa, isn't he? He's captain, isn't he? Of course he is.
Yes.
I can't see him leaving.
We're in the bottom 3 for 20 odd days.
Who would he go to? Grealish?
City.
Yeah, why would you want to go to Man City? What for?
Yes, would he start for City?
Yeah, Matt, I'd like to see Lincoln go up.
What top 6 side would he start for? I think he'd start for United, but I wouldn't go to United.
Nah, stay where you are, mate. Yeah, he could go to City. If he was going to go, I see him go to Man City. But then you got to compete, haven't you? At Villa, he's sort of like...
Anyone that moves to City...
Yeah, those Swansea fans look really happy, don't they?
It must be so... 2 years in a row you get to the playoffs and you lose both.
It's got to be bad, isn't it?
All that hard work for nothing, basically.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, Brentford, both of these sides were there last season.
Well, I suppose Grealish is in the same position as Kane, isn't he? Playing for his favourite, his boyhood team.
But
they're not really going to win anything, unfortunately.
If Grealish can't go to Arsenal and Spurs, that's not an upgrade. Arsenal...
Nah, not Arsenal.
Shambolic by their standards. But Spurs are a bit of a joke, really. So
Spurs have got a good stadium, though.
That's it, though.
Yeah, the club dictates the price. Yeah. Because they are a commodity when all's said and done. Me and my friend who supports Newcastle died laughing. Right. So what we got? Less than 2 minutes. Bit of pushing and shoving going on. That's that number 30 again. He's a bit of a... Isn't he? Nah. I think it's game over, Swansea. Yeah, that bloke there in the crowd, he looks well annoyed.
Oh, well,
look at that for a free kick. What was that?
You can rob Forest next season, so that's one.
Grealish is going to League One with Villa. I don't think he will, actually.
Well, first of all, Villa got to get relegated 2 years in a row. And he's got to stay there as well.
You get to play Burton and Rotherham, yeah. Two stunning grounds.
I mean, at least Forest haven't lost to either of those.
Oh, yeah, let's hope Derby get relegated next season. We get promoted, first or second, I don't mind.
Derby could be
bottom.
on minus points as well next
minus
year.
points for just
existing?
Because I say so.
They deserve it. They deserve it. Give them minus points. Why not? You broke the rules.
Ozzy Osbourne used to live not far from Villa Park. I never knew that. You learn something every day. Yeah, Matt, I sympathise with you on that one. I can't begin to think what that's like.
It's mental.
Yeah, it is a tendency, isn't it? That does happen a lot in South America. So, yes, I do sympathise. I don't like things to get too political.
Mm. We've not been deducting any points yet, but it could be like minus 12 apparently.
So, how many points have Derby been deducted then? Is it 6? Or will it be 6?
Are you actually stupid?
6, isn't it?
I literally just said they haven't been deducted points yet.
No, but if they are,
it could be minus 12.
12 points. Derby County, 12 points. Oh, that's Eurovision, isn't it?
Don't talk about it.
I don't want to talk about Eurovision. The rest of Europe hates us.
Why do we still fund it when they just deliberately don't
we
give us...
pay towards it along with the
They
French.
Deliberately don't give us any points.
Well, France did all right. Italy won it. Germany and Spain, who are on the right-hand side of the scoreboard.
Italy are the only ones that ever do.
Why do we watch it?
They're the only ones that ever do well out of the teams that actually fund it or countries that actually fund it. I don't know why we did the worst every year.
Yeah, Charlie, the Big Six, as they called, they should be dot points for the start of next season. 6 points.
People are letting that go over the radar.
But that's all being forgotten now, isn't it? Yeah, because they would have cleared off.
It's just Spain, Germany, and UK every time do dreadful Eurovision.
Yeah, Eurovision, political or tactical voting. Cyprus always gives
no way.
Greece 12 points, vice versa.
You're telling me it's just a coincidence we got 0 points? Yeah. Literally, even
cheers, Matt. Take care, mate.
Even my country in a music festival does dreadful. Everything I support.
But again, in my youth, we used to do really well. Finished second loads of times.
How many songs were actually good? There weren't many at all.
Yeah, 97 was the last time we won it. I was in Spain that year. Watched it in Spanish. I got a clue what was happening.
I don't know why we watch it.
I don't know why we watch it.
What's the actual point?
It is a laugh, though, isn't it?
There's no point.
It's just a laugh. It's just a...
Why do we get so invested in it?
And all your former Eastern Bloc countries, they all vote for each other.
When it's so bad.
And why is Azerbaijan in it? That's not Europe, is it? Israel isn't really. Well, our song this year was slightly better than past years, only slightly. I did feel sorry for the guy, James Newman, was it? Did feel sorry for him, not getting a single point from anybody.
It's such a generic song, though. Nothing special about it, really.
Love Island, I've never watched it, Charlie, so I can't comment on that. So we're into 3 minutes of added, 3 to go. Yeah, it'd be nice to see Brentford in the top flight.
Yeah, I think they actually could do all right.
Tim, welcome. Leeds fan by the look of it. Welcome to you.
Must have had
We've got a Leeds fan living next door to us, so we're all aware, full up to date with Patrick Bamford, etc.
A much better last year than Forest.
Yep. Yep. What was the most painful England match to what? Well, there's been loads, hasn't there, Matt? Loads.
Iceland.
When we lost to Iceland in the last Euros.
Iceland. That was pathetic.
70 World Cup when Germany beat us after we were 2-0 up and we lost 3-2.
The entire 2014 World Cup.
Poland drew with us at 73 to knock us out the qualifiers.
The entire 2014 World Cup.
The entire, yeah.
That was
the list.
A pointless competition.
Yeah. It's like watching Forest.
It's just dreadful. The only time I've actually known any of my teams, England or Forest, actually do well.
Yeah, Owen, Azerbaijan technically isn't Europe, is it?
Was
sort of
the last World
Middle
Cup.
East, but
that's the only time I've ever known one of my teams do well in anything. Literally, he got to the World Cup semi-finals.
Yeah, but memories, England memories. There's a lot of painful ones.
That was an embarrassment, the Iceland game.
Yeah, but good ones.
All the goals were in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, like when
we had the whole game to get back in.
When we beat Germany 5-1 in Munich, 2001 was it?
I had the whole game to get back in it. I mean, who doesn't, Owen?
Yeah, losing to Iceland when we scored first. Terrible. Oh, Matt said it's full time. Thanks for that, Matt. Brentford are officially a Premiership team.
Brentford deserve that.
Yeah, good luck to them. Yeah.
First time.
I think they'll come straight back down, but, prove me wrong. Let's hope you stay up.
First time in 74 years that they're Premier League side.
Yeah. Good on them. That's it. Game over.
That is unreal, that is.
It is. It's always great watching the new fixtures come out. You see teams that you don't normally expect to see in the Prem and whatever. Swansea were pants.
Swansea, another year of Championship football. I mean, he could be a Forest
you're right,
fan.
Tim. Yeah, well done, Brentford.
We've had 20 years worth of Championship football now, so it could be worse.
I can't believe you had never experienced the Forest in the Prem yet
in
your entire life.
We've had 3 years of League One. I can't remember, thankfully.
Who's that old geezer they keep pointing the camera
at? Someone.
Some bloke.
Some bloke. I mean,
1947. That is that's 74 years ago. Cool, blimey. Yeah, they look very happy, don't they, those Brentford chappies?
That's what it's like to get promoted.
What?
Imagine Forest in this position.
Oh, it'd be great to see us in this position. If we don't go first or second and we get to the playoffs, say the playoff final against Derby, and we beat them, I don't know, 5-0 by half time, I'll be very happy. No, I'll set for 1-0 actually. Anyway, I'm going to go and do a thing now. Some things. And get ready for the Champions League. I think great when there's loads of football on. I can't wait for the Euros to start. A whole month of it.
Be brilliant. You forget how good international tournaments are, really, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. Stay safe. You Reds, even though we're not playing.
Not for a while. Well, yeah, that's basically it. I wasn't planning on getting any guests on anyway, to be honest, for this, being it's a neutral game. But I haven't done any streams for ages before this. But there's actually going to be at least potentially 2 more next week. So I'm going to do some for England's games before the Euros actually play out. We play Austria and Romania in friendlies at Middlesbrough for some reason. So I could very well do streams for that next week, and they most likely will be something else as well. So yeah, by all means, feel free to check out my latest video, because I think it's a really good one. So if you could go and give that a watch, that'd be great. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Been good to be back live, doing a different thing as well, a neutral game. Well done to Brentford, and next season, it's our year. It's not. Anyway, see you lads. You Reds. Thank you.